I used ChatGPT for 30 days to track my health, and here's what it got wrong. Quick preview. Let's dive in. ChatGPT once told me to take a supplement for a persistent headache. The problem? That supplement kava can cause severe liver damage. It offered this suggestion with total confidence and no disclaimer. For 30 days, I decided to give ChatGPT full access to my daily health information, my sleep, diet, exercise, stress, and symptoms, to see if it could act as a personal wellness coach. What I discovered was disturbing. It made medical errors that could have harmed someone, exposed my private health information in ways I didn't expect, and revealed deep biases hidden within the data it was trained on. What it got wrong wasn't small, it was genuinely dangerous. Chapter 1 begins now. The first week felt incredible. ChatGPT was fast, friendly, and helpful. I told it I wanted a 3-day beginner workout routine. In seconds, it generated a clean push-pull legs program with sets, reps, and rest times. Then I asked for a 2,000-calorie, high-protein meal plan. It produced a day's menu that looked like it came from a dietitian: oatmeal and berries for breakfast, grilled chicken and quinoa for lunch, salmon and vegetables for dinner, snacks of Greek yogurt, and almonds. I asked for definitions like, what's systolic blood pressure, or what does REM sleep mean? And it answered faster and clearer than a Google search. It felt like a supportive coach, available anytime, free, and judgment-free. I thought maybe this really could be the future of personal health guidance. But what makes AI feel so smart in the beginning is that it handles safe, general information perfectly. Once you step beyond that, the cracks begin to show. Next, medical inaccuracies ahead. By day 10, I started entering real symptoms. I mentioned mild recurring headaches at the end of my workday. It gave reasonable suggestions: take breaks, hydrate, stretch, adjust your posture. But when I said, I've tried all that and it's not working, it's not working, it confidently told me to try kava for relaxation. It didn't ask about medications, alcohol use, or liver health. It didn't warn about kava's association with liver failure or the fact that it's banned or restricted in several countries. It just said it would help. This was the first red flag. ChatGPT doesn't reason. It recognizes word patterns. It sees headache and natural remedy, often linked to kava, so it predicts that's the right answer. It doesn't understand danger, it just completes the sentence. I pushed further. I asked about natural ways to lower blood sugar. It recommended cinnamon, which can help, but didn't mention that some types contain coumarin, which can damage the liver if taken in large amounts. I asked for supplements to boost memory, and it listed ginkgo biloba, also real, but forgot to mention it increases bleeding risk for people on blood thinners. The pattern was clear. It could name remedies but not manage risk. In medicine, that's everything. Researchers call this being confidently wrong. A study in JAMA Pediatrics found ChatGPT made incorrect diagnoses in over 80% of complex pediatric cases. Another test found it fabricated research, creating medical studies that didn't exist but sounded completely real. That's what's called hallucination. It's not a glitch, it's how these models work. They don't verify truth, they predict language. In healthcare, that's a fatal flaw. When ChatGPT gives advice, it delivers it with the same confidence, whether it's right or dangerously wrong. If you think understanding the truth about how AI affects your health is important, subscribe to this channel. It tells me to keep creating fact-based videos that help you stay safe in the new world of AI healthcare. Chapter 3: The Privacy Nightmare. 7:46 to 10:30. As the days went on, I stopped worrying only about accuracy and started worrying about privacy. Every night I was entering my calorie counts, my anxiety level, my energy score, even how well I slept. All of that is personal health information. In healthcare, that data is protected under HIPAA. But ChatGPT isn't HIPAA compliant. Every message you type goes to company servers. By default, those conversations can be used to train future AI models. That means my health entries could be analyzed by engineers or algorithms years from now. In March 2023, A bug in ChatGPT exposed user chat histories, payment information, and even snippets of other users' messages. That's when I realized that typing health information into ChatGPT is like leaving your medical diary on a park bench. It's not malicious, it's systemic. These systems were built for general use, not protected healthcare communication. I even asked ChatGPT, "Is my data private?"
It replied, "Conversations may be reviewed by AI trainers to improve model performance."
That means humans might read your chats. They're not trying to invade your privacy, but that's the structure of how large language models learn. The safest practice is simple. Never include personally identifiable information. Don't type your name, age, or location. Don't say, I'm a 48-year-old with diabetes. Instead, ask, what are common issues people with diabetes should watch for? Keep it hypothetical, not personal, because once private health information is uploaded, you can't control where it travels or how long it stays there. New section, hidden bias in AI. Then came the most subtle problem bias. AI systems learn from massive datasets scraped from the internet, and the internet reflects decades of human bias. I tested it. I described the classic male symptoms of a heart attack, crushing chest pain radiating to the arm. ChatGPT immediately recognized the emergency and said, "Call emergency services." Then I changed the scenario to symptoms more common in women: shortness of breath, nausea, and extreme fatigue. This time it suggested anxiety or indigestion first. Only later, almost as an afterthought, did it mention the possibility of a heart attack. This shows how even sophisticated AI mirrors historical biases in medicine. For decades, most medical research focused on men, and the AI learned from that same imbalance. A study at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai found that AI systems made different treatment recommendations based solely on race and income, even when medical data was identical. Dermatology AIs trained mostly on light-skinned patients perform less accurately on darker skin. And beyond demographic bias, there's behavioral bias. ChatGPT tends to agree with you. It's designed to sound supportive. If you tell it, "I think it's just anxiety," it's more likely to confirm that than to challenge you. A human doctor would ask more questions, check your vitals, or run an EKG. The AI simply agrees because it's optimizing for pleasant conversation, not accurate triage. That's not compassion, it's compliance. And in medicine, compliance can cost lives. Chapter 5, The Verdict, What ChatGPT Got Wrong, 12/31/1430. After 30 days, here's what I concluded. ChatGPT got the most important things wrong: risk, nuance, and judgment. It can summarize, define, and organize information beautifully, but it cannot replace clinical reasoning. It doesn't know your medical history. It can't interpret lab results, and it won't catch subtle red flags. It's like using a calculator to make investment decisions. It can do the math, but it doesn't understand your goals. If you treat it as an information companion, it's fine. But if you treat it as a medical advisor, it's unsafe. Use it to understand concepts, not to make personal health choices. Always confirm its suggestions with reliable medical sources and your doctor. Here's how to use AI safely in healthcare. Treat every chat as public. Never include names, ages, or identifying details. Ask hypothetical questions instead of personal ones. Cross-check its answers with credible medical websites like Mayo Clinic or the CDC. And remember that good healthcare requires empathy and context, things no AI can yet deliver. The future of medicine will likely include AI, but the best model is collaboration. Let AI handle documentation, reminders, and education, while doctors handle interpretation, empathy, and care decisions. That's how we make AI a partner, not a risk. What's the strangest or most concerning advice an AI has ever given you? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe for more content about how AI is changing healthcare and what you can do to stay informed and safe. Thank you for watching, and remember, technology can assist your health, but only wisdom can protect it.